Hey everybody, David here, and today I want to talk about some breaking news. I just read this literally not too long ago. Bob Iger is effective immediately not the CEO of Disney anymore. In fact, he has given the job now to Bob Chapek, a 27-year Disney veteran who has headed the Disney company's park division and will succeed him as the new CEO. This is really interesting as someone who is a huge fan of Disney. I've been a fan of Disney since, like we all were, since we were all kids. But I've grown up really admiring the business side of Disney as well. Some people are afraid that they have built a monopoly, and look, in some part I agree, but as someone who carries a little bit of stock from Disney, I do have some stock in Disney, and I have seen it grown really well throughout my years. So I'm gonna, as a smaller stockholder, I am very happy with where the Disney company has headed business-wise. Look, some of the movies, maybe not all the time hit for me, but for the most part, I am a happy Disney consumer. I love most of the things they have created, and I've been really happy with the way Bob Iger has handled the company throughout the years. I think he is a genius in what he has able to accomplish. I remember the days when Michael Eisner was having, the company wasn't doing so well in the late 90s, early 2000s, including the parks and the animation side of things. And when people forget this, that Pixar was going to leave Disney, mostly because of Michael Eisner, so it was coming out anyways. Robin Williams even threw a lot of shade at Michael Eisner. And no disrespect to Michael Eisner, he probably did the best he could under the circumstances. But hey, when your leadership skills aren't shining through, there's time for a new change of leadership. And that's what happened in the early 2000s. Pixar was going to leave, and Cars was supposed to come out in 2005, but it got pushed back to 2006 to allow them to see what would happen with the new CEO of Disney at the time, which eventually turned to Bob Iger. And when you look at the successes that Bob Iger has managed to achieve since then, not only acquiring Pixar, but also acquiring Marvel and Lucasfilm. These are great, and then of course the big one, 20th Century Fox. He's made some really interesting decisions, and I think the parks have been better than ever. I know lately there's been some news about the parks not doing as well as they have previously. But for me, as someone who is a fan of what they've done, I think I haven't been to the parks since 2004. I really want to go again, but I might go this summer. We'll see. Things are being worked out to at least one or two of them. But for the most part, I think from what I see, I'm envious of people who get to go to the Disney theme parks because I think all the attractions, the new ones that I've been missing out on throughout all the years, look fantastic, and just watching them on a handheld camera seems amazing. And if you guys watch that documentary, The Imagineering Story on Disney Plus, it is amazing the amount of work that goes into those theme parks. And to see the transition period from Eisner to Bob Iger, I think it was extraordinary on where he took the parks. So there you go. Bob Iger, business-wise, no matter what you think of Star Wars or Marvel or Disney animation or Pixar animation, you have to admit the company is a juggernaut. If you look at the box office numbers of last year, he has this. I think it was 7 of the top 10 movies were Disney films or owned by Disney. So it's remarkable what Bob Iger has done. And to hear that he's officially now stepping down and being replaced by a new upcomer, but someone who has years of experience working with Disney. I'm sure Bob Iger has picked his successor wisely. I I have to believe that he knew the right person that would be the right for this job. And I'm hoping for it. You know, I want to see, how do you get bigger than 20th Century Fox? I don't want to freak myself out because I'm worried that Disney might be creating a monopoly, and I don't want them to. I want Hollywood to be a business of multiple different studios with multiple different genres and multiple different layers of films that we could experience and enjoy, because Disney has their own way of doing movies, but they're not the same way as other studios have. You know, we wouldn't have gotten Jojo Rabbit if it wasn't for 20th Century Fox. So let's remember, that was still under the Fox Searchlight banner. That was still under Fox. Disney might have purchased it as it was being made and as it was being released, but that wasn't a Disney choice, and that wouldn't have been made if... same thing with maybe Ford v. Ferrari, you know? I think we need other studios out there like Warner Brothers and Universal and Paramount to still strive just as much as Disney has. And I hope people realize this. I love Disney, but even I know competition is healthy. There is wealth to spread around. But look, I still want Disney to do great because I still think there's franchises that I really love. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this here because I don't want this to drag on and on. I'm looking forward to the future of Disney and what they are going to do. Obviously, Bob Iger isn't stepping out completely. Apparently his contract runs out by December 31st. 2021, so he still has all of this year plus all of next year, and he's going to be staying on as an executive chairman and staying more on the creative side of things right now. So yeah, I'm always looking forward to the future of any of these studios, and Disney is one that definitely steals the hearts of a lot of kids like myself. When I was a kid, it stole my heart. We get to an age where we think, Disney's just for kids. But then as we get older, we start re-falling in love with Disney and appreciating the things that they have gotten, especially where they are today. So with that being said, what do you have to say about Bob Iger? Do you even know who I'm talking about? I hope so. If you love Disney, you should know who Bob Iger is. And look, if by any chance Bob Iger watches this video, I doubt it, I want to say thank you, Bob, for the amount of years that you have put into the company in leading it into a great direction. I think you are one of the smartest people on the face of the earth. And if you run for president, look, I'm a Canadian citizen, so I can't really, vote or anything like that. But look, if I was an American, you'd have my vote. I just want to say that because I think you've made some of the best decisions movie-wise. I have a feeling you'd make some really interesting political decisions as well. So anyways, that's something that's going around right now. A lot of people are thinking, oh, Bob Iger is stepping down because he's going to run for president, but his contract goes into 2021. He'd have to be running right now if he was running for president. So I don't think that's going to happen. But if he did, I'd listen to what he had to say, and I'd probably give him my vote. With that being said, maybe not. Who knows? With that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Please subscribe to my channel, because if you love Disney, I love Disney too. So Marvel, Star Wars, Pixar, or Disney, I love it all. So with that being said, until next time, take care.